Here at Le Grand Cirque Zero Gravity, I play the physical comedian, which is basically the linksman between every act. So I keep the audiences less tense, to give them a little bit of an opportunity to breathe in between the thrill acts. So I'm the kind of the clown of the show and the thread that keeps the show together. I stepped into an audition back in 2004. And I remember doing a somersault off the wall, running up the wall, doing a somersault, and before I landed, I heard the word, "He's hired!" And pretty much the producer of the show back in 2004 has kept me busy ever since, and I've travelled the world with the show. I came from a stunt show to start with, and I used to perform Spanish web cordelice, which is basically you climb up a rope and then do the death drops, climb the rope again, do another death drop, spin as fast as you can, holding onto this rope. And I was hoping to go in and be this circus performer that did these death-defying acts. And when I somersaulted off the wall and they says, "Hey, you're hired, but what we're gonna make you do is you're gonna be the clown, the physical comedian of the show. You're gonna be the star of the show." And I thought, no, I wanna be this professional performing artist that everyone's gonna cheer, not the clown. And they kept on saying, "You're going to be the star, you're going to be..." The home is actually here in Myrtle Beach, where the show was created in 2004 with me, with the original cast. And they said to me, "You're going to be with 60 miles of beach in a 2,700 seater." And it's from there all the way until now. I've traveled with the show, and it's just been a phenomenal experience to travel with Le Grand Cirque, which is now beating so many box office records in many venues all around the world. I'm always nervous stepping on stage. It's getting that first laugh. Once I get the first laugh and the first cheer from the audience, I then know I've got them in the palm of my hand, and then I can start delivering what I do as physical comedy. I offer a mix of magic, physical comedy, and I also do circus variety. So every time I step on stage, they never know where I'm going to be going with it, but they know it's going to be good. 17 years of practice to try and get this right, and I feel like the formula's now perfect. That every time, whatever the audience, whatever the demographic of the audience, I can guarantee that I can figure out where I've got to go, or what pace, what energy I need to give. Whatever they give me, I give them, kind of thing, because it's between me and them, and it's just a phenomenal experience of trying to get that high of the buzz of being on stage in live theatre. It's about connecting with the audience, and I always like to think of it, it's just me and you, just me and one person in the audience. There might be 1,000 people, 500 people in the audience, but I have to connect individually with each person. As long as I see smiles, as long as I hear laughter, the connection is there, and that's what I'm striving for. That's the buzz that I chase every single evening, every single show. Every show is different, you know. Sometimes it's a blacked out audience that you just can't see because the lights are shining in your eyes, so you can only see the first 2 rows. So you can hear the energy, but then there's one person in the front row that's not happy. Everyone else is giving you a standing ovation, but there's one person, and it's always my ambition to crack that person. And there's always, every audience is different. You know, you can never say, "Hey, today is a 2 o'clock show or 7 o'clock show." I know how it's going to go. It never goes as planned. I can guarantee. You know, it's so scary going out for the first time and then finding that one person that you go, "I'm going to get you." How I'm going to get you and when I'm going to get you, and once you get it, it's that buzz, it's that high of I achieved what I wanted to do. Our cast, depending on the venue, we have different ranges of cast, whether it's a 50 cast production or whether it's more of an intimate show like here in Myrtle Beach. For example, here the producers casted all the way from Mexico, from Italy, myself from England, I'm now from Florida, Russia, Ukraine, Spain, Cuban, and Scotland. There you go. That's how many we've got in this cast. So it's certainly great to be around all these different nationalities, and it brings a certain vibe to the dressing room and the banter backstage, and it's just great to meet so many different international performers, and it's part of the show, part of the business.